Happy holidays. This is Jeff Matthews, CEO of Grant Victor. At this time of year, over the holidays, our thoughts turn to each of you and the important and valuable relationships that we share. This year, we decided to do something unique in our efforts to make a difference in other people's lives. Sometimes we make the mistake of thinking that our business is about ATMs. It's not. It's really about people and the difference that we can make in people's lives. Every year, over the holidays, we look for a meaningful way that we can send a thank you message to each of you. This year, we decided to do that in a unique way and a unique place.
They're playing.
My name is Lea Mudhoni Njoroge and I'm the Executive Director of Coins for Kenya Foundation. So Boyani is a very special school, and this is because of how it came about. Now the school wasn't supposed to be there, and the nearest school where the children of the community of Boyani would go to was several miles away, around 8 miles. And every day when the children would have to go to school, they would have to pass by an elephant corridor. Several years ago, about 10 years ago, there was a little girl. She was going home from school with her classmates, and they just happened to run across an elephant, and unfortunately that was the end of her life, and the end of her life signified the birth of Boyani Primary School.
We saw the opportunities to build a better education system, to build a better sustainable source of water, to build outhouses that the children could use.
So the Coins for Kenya family and the people of Boyani were very excited when they learned that Grant Victor would be building a classroom in Boyani. It's a very impoverished community filled with wonderful, hardworking people.
Part of this project included allowing some of our associates to experience this firsthand, to see the conditions that these people live under, but to also see the happiness, the simple happiness that each of them enjoy. We gave each of our associates an opportunity to nominate themselves, to tell us why we should take them. One of the nominations that stands out for me was Cooper's. Cooper's a very sincere and genuine guy. He talked less about what this experience would do for him and more about what the experience would do for the people there in Boyani.
My name is Cooper Franson, and I am the sales manager of ATMequipment.com. How did I feel when I was chosen? I would have to say that it was a moment of extreme excitement. I immediately ran out and called my wife and said I was chosen, but I need to make sure it's okay with you that I can go. And we both had a kind of an emotional moment where she knows how much education means to me, not just in third world countries, but even here in the U.S. And I think her first statement was, "You're doing the thing that you believe in the most." And I was just incredibly excited at the opportunity to give, to go travel somewhere and to take that time to try to make the world a better place. Ready?
As we selected that handful of people that could go, it was also exciting to see the work that was happening behind the scenes. We had associates that brought coins from their homes to donate towards this cause. We went from thinking this would be a school to now realizing that we could create a school with desks, with a water supply, and even additional facilities to make schooling that much easier. Nelson Mandela once said, "Education is the most important weapon that you can use to change the world." We wanted to be part of that.
The elephant is one of the big five. Now in Kenya, we are very popular with our national parks, and we have the big five. Those are the must-see animals that you have to see whenever you visit our national parks, and the elephant is one of them. And the elephant, of course, plays a big significance to the people of Boyani. Now, it was the reason why the school was built, and of course, it didn't begin very well because they lost a young child to an elephant. But the elephant being, one of the animals that also helps, build the economy of the country, because also Kenya relies a lot on tourism. It is also a great pride to the people of Boyani. And they chose to look at it in the fact that, the elephant did take away one of our girls, but, the elephant was the reason why they have the Boyani Primary School in the first place. The most memorable day for the people of Boyani remains the day that we did the groundbreaking for the classrooms. Now, of course, the groundbreaking signifies the fact that they are going to have 2 new classrooms, and that, of course, was something they have always dreamt of, something they had always desired. But it so happens that on this very big and special day, as we were having the celebrations, all of a sudden we just had loud thumping.
My name is Boye. I'm a singer, composer, songwriter, actor, father, crazy dude. Start again. How this all came about and me ending up being in Boyani was just pretty amazing story, and it was very, very quick. I got a phone call from Bert Matthews, and when you're right in the middle of stuff and you're just really crazy busy and everything's going on, but he called and he said, "Would you like to come to Kenya?" And it was just, who asked you that? Hey, you want to come to Kenya? And so it was just really out of my, I had so much going on. But as I started thinking about it, I just thought, what? It just kept getting on the back of my mind. It was like, you need to go to Kenya. Well, we turned up, they gave us a music presentation, and that's what usually happens. They'll give you a presentation because they see you as being, they're so grateful that you come out to visit them from so far away. Bearing that in mind now, so here I am, obviously having an amazing time listening to everyone singing and everything, and the presentations and kids doing poems to us and stuff. And then, I was invited to sing. So we had this, my phone, I plug it in, to a little battery, and we're just singing songs off minus tracks. And I'm just like, man, I wish the music was louder. I wish I could, express myself more. I wish we had better equipment, and because that was it. I just had my mouth and the music that was coming from my iPhone. All of a sudden, Now you gotta realize this place is barren. There's nothing that goes on here. This is not like a main street where people just go left, right, and center and there's an airport, right? There's nothing. All of a sudden, I heard this noise from a distance, and this noise, it was like thunder. Seriously, it was getting louder and louder and louder. And all of a sudden, there is this huge truck with a stage, huge speakers. There was 5 people on there, and there was this logo of a radio station. And they are blaring out at the top. It was the loudest thing I've ever heard. And I'm just like looking around like, are you kidding me? What is going on here? And I said to Bert, there is a stage. Can we talk to them? Can we get people to talk in the language and see if we can borrow this stage? Sure, no problem. So Bert turns up there, everyone goes up there, all the organizers of the school, you know, the principal, he gets up and he asks him, he says, hey, can we borrow your sound system? And they were like, yeah, sure. All of a sudden, I step onto this truck with a stage, and I'm singing all these songs that I put into here. Loud, I mean, sound system, stereo, microphones, everything. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? I had the most incredible time ever. Then all the kids came out, the villagers came out, and they were waving their hands up in the air. We were bouncing up and down and jumping up and down and singing. I had people from the villagers come up. I brought them up on stage. We're singing, we're dancing. I mean, it's something out of a movie. It was the most incredible experience that I've ever had. And the hardest thing to do was call home, and you're calling your wife. So what'd you do today? How do you explain that?
On behalf of the community of Boyani, I wish to send my sincere gratitude to the customers of Grand Victor. Because of your business, Grand Victor has been able to give to the people of Boyani with 2 classrooms, a water cistern, and a toilet block. Thank you for giving the people and the community of Boyani the hope of a bright future for their children.
At the end of the day, it's still about people. We recognize that once again as we change the lives of those villagers in Boyani. And we thank you, each of you, for the opportunity you created for us to do that this year. Happy holidays.